Are you good?
Oh, is she there?
All right. Yeah, just
Yeah.
excited for this to learn more.
Excellent, excellent. So I started it 2 weeks ago and I skipped last week. But each week I'm addressing a topic that, is usually a burning issue for people in general, but I'm also open for suggestions if you guys have anything specific, for one of the upcoming weeks. I can address those things as well. Let me just check my Zoom again. Actually, I don't think I can go into my calendar now with the meeting open, but that's okay. We'll just roll with this one. Hopefully everyone got this. Why is it not coming back? Hang on. Oh yeah, I see. Got it. Okay, so I think I pretty much get started. It's 32. Many people signed up, but not everyone can make it to live this week. So I got lots of good feedback, but they will just get the replay. And then checking that you guys got the workbook right, the Q2 workbook by email.
No?
Okay, if not, please send me an email after and I send it to you. It should have gone out. I did see it in my mailbox, but
Oh,
tech.
maybe
I'm gonna
I
check
didn't
right
look at
now.
it.
Okay. Uh, so it was, let me find mine. Mm, yes. So that was your name in the subject line, your exclusive invite
Mhm.
plus a free Q2 business growth guide.
Hmm.
But don't stress if you don't have it, just let me know in a DM or by emailing me, and then I can send it separately. It's not an issue.
I am sorry. I'm sorry about that. I really didn't see it.
Oh, that's okay.
I,
No problems. You can do the session without, so that's more like an extension that you can work on it in your own time. So I walk you through. Just tell me in general, how do you feel about quarter 1 nearly gone because we are getting to the end of March? How do you feel about this quarter? Any wins or anything that was holding you back or didn't happen?
yeah, still dealing with insurance and house issues. That's kind of annoying, but it's stressful actually, but it's all right.
Mm,
It'll take its time.
yeah,
Meanwhile, yeah, that's all I
yeah,
can do.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you had a massive win with becoming a co-author in a book, right?
I'm sorry that I had a with the message.
You had a massive win with your book, becoming a co-author in a
Yeah, oh,
book.
that. Yeah. Well, I wanted to get the message out about how I feel about nature, and that was an opportunity to do so. So,
Beautiful.
and I've been learning more about marketing because I'm not good at it, but
Mm,
doing what I can and staying true to, who I am. That's
excellent.
that's for ongoing
Mm,
um, work for the general plan.
that's
That's
beautiful.
I see it.
Astrid, anything you'd like to share? Either in the comments or in the chats or saying it. You don't have to, just if you want to.
Well, I mean, for me, it's kind of a similar struggle, like always with clients. I don't have any clients, and I mostly just exchange services with other healers, which is really, really beautiful, and absolutely love
Mm,
it. Um, but I'm really ready. I'm really ready
yeah,
to have like real clients, like paying clients, so I
yeah,
can start my life.
yeah, absolutely. All right, let's dig in on that note because that's exactly why we are here. So today is very special because last week we dig into the confidence side of things, and not only from the mindset part of it, but the practical side of it with sales, marketing, and how to create a brand and copies. So the replay is up on my timeline. But yeah, so today will be about how to make, for example, $1,000 in 2 weeks, because it's very possible, and you guys have done the groundwork. So it's not like you're coming into this whole thing brand new. It can work for someone who is brand new as well, but you guys already have offers and an audience, and you've been posting and interacting, engaging. So that will be hopefully really helpful for you. So once again, just a little bit circling back to the issues that most often we don't realize that what's holding us back in really making that sale. We shy away from a lot of things, and we might not even realize that we don't do the right things. So for the imposter syndrome, the best antidote is always action. So let's dig into the moves, what we need to do to make things happen. So, sorry, just let me switch my screen. I'm not going to screen my share, I just screen. I'm going to walk you through. And yeah, so let's start with, so because we are in the first segment of the year, it's really important for me. It's really working, and many people plan out everything by quarter. So 3 months, it takes at least 3 months, to see if something is really working. So if you use it as a test, that's the minimum amount you have to give something a go, versus making a judgment after a week, oh, it's not working, and moving on to something else. So I guarantee you that the problem is not with your offer or with your audience. It comes down to the presentation and your confidence, how you just showcase everything. So let's see, how your confidence and the right steps can make you cash. So first of all, just as a foundation, we try to ditch the imposter syndrome by doing things. So we focus on what we need to do, and we don't get into our heads too much. And we just try to forget about the fear of judgment and not feeling good enough, not being credited enough or experienced enough. That all goes out the window. Just simply focus on what it takes to get our offers out. So I have a step-by-step plan for you. Clarity, visibility, and sales actions multiplied by consistency. So that's how you can make 1K in 2 weeks. So the clarity, first of all, with your offer, you have to be really clear about what you are selling, what problems you are solving, and what is the transformation for your audience. Because we don't buy things, we buy a result, right? We want to feel better, we want to look better, we want to interact better, we want to have more money, we want to have more time. So these are the things that our clients are buying from us. So let's say that you have a low ticket offer. So I give you 4 scenarios with the maths. You have a low ticket offer for $50, whatever it is, like a 90-minute workshop or a mini course. So the price is $50 per person. So it means you have to sell it to 20 people. So the breakdown for the sales is post about it daily, 5 to 7 days, so about a week, and DM at least 5 to 10 warm leads per day. Let's circle back to that one in a second, and use the LinkedIn posts. And if you are in any other platforms, it can be in any forms like video, you talk into the camera, you talk over something, or just you record something, or use a video from Canva. It can be a post which is long form, short form, engagement, education, invitation type of posts. But the hottest lead is always the engagement. So what does it exactly mean? And you get the notification that someone reacts reacts to your post in any way, like or love, or clap, congratulate, all these things, and then you see whether they are first connection or not, first of all. So you always go through the list, and if someone is second degree connection, then you send them a connection request saying, oh hey, I really appreciate you supporting my post. Was there anything in specific that resonated? So it's like a conversation starter. You are not selling, you're just asking as a human, and see what they come back with, so you can take over the conversation and steer it to the right way. And obviously the people who are actually commenting on your post, you definitely get in touch with them. And it's really good to have a little spreadsheet, just link in the post, maybe the date and the headline, what it's about, and then you put in the people who were active on your post, and just follow up on the conversation. DM'd, first DM this date, and then you follow up, or just track the conversation. I know it seems like a lot of work, but it gives you a really good statistics, later on. It's really worthwhile doing this exercise. So from, let's say, this low ticket offer, because it's $50, obviously it's not going to be a lot of work. So it's already either recorded, or you have a PDF, or you have something short to give them for exchange of your time. So you make that booking, or that payment link is already ready for them. So you just shoot through that link, whatever you want, set up a consultation with you, or a payment link, a landing page to that low offer. And then, so the key here is, I always say that money loves speed, and we don't sit on things, we move on. It's a constant flow. Exercise to do it for 2 weeks. It's really good in terms of establishing these habits for you, and then it gets easier, because at the beginning you may find it, I don't feel comfortable with it, but this is what it takes, because people like getting to know you and know that they can trust you. And another scenario, selling a mid-ticket offer, let's say $250. It can be a power session of concentrating on one issue with an action plan. So you only need to sell it for 4 people. So things get easier, and it's still not a hard thing to sell, right? Because you always give tons of value for what you charge. So the sales breakdown for this one is, you promote it in 3 to 4 strategic posts, DM 5 past clients and or warm leads. And once again, I circle back to this one, and offer fast action bonus to book now. So create that urgency, but not in a yucky way of tricking someone into it. It's just clearly for their benefit. So what I said about the DM 5 past clients or warm leads, I find it that it's so much easier to sell to someone who already knows you and work with you, because you don't have to qualify yourself more, or you don't have to qualify them. And it's, if it's an appealing offer, it's a no-brainer for people. And so that's a really, really good place to start it, and we often forget about it. In my other business, in my finance, it just keeps happening since February. My existing clients keep coming to me with more work, giving me more work, or I recognize what they are struggling with, and I create a package, and then I tell them, hey, I really would love to help you out with this one. What do you think? Because I see you struggling. I see that the flow is broken, and I know I have what you need to make your life easier, make things more effective. What do you think? And then, yes, of course, please help me. I love it. So that's very important to go back to people who were or even just ever interested in your services. I'm sure you can name least three who had really nice conversations with, but maybe it wasn't the right time for them back then, you know, and it's worth to have a second conversation with them. And then, hang on, where was I? Okay, so we went through the first scenario when you are selling a low ticket offer, and the second one, what I said, that was 250 offer. And then let's go through one more. Let's say you have something for $1,000, whether it's a one-off or a monthly. Once again, there you just need to make one sale, right? And it's a very funny thing. People say, oh, in the present economy and all that, it's much easier to sell, low ticket offers and not high ticket offers. Look, I highly disagree, because there are always people who need that and can afford that. So I would not shy away from a higher offer either, because then you only need to, let's say you need to talk to 4 people, and out of those 4 people, one will buy your $1,000 offer. So you might need to go a longer way in terms of conversation and what you do for them, to warm them to the idea of buying a $1,000 item from you. But it's definitely something who is ready and really needs your services. They will say yes. So with that one, you can share a client success story. That's always powerful, because they see that, oh, okay, it worked for someone else, then it should work for me, right? So it's like a qualification for you. And then you can promote your offer with something tied to it, something small you give as an extra, and or maybe I wouldn't use it if it wasn't the case. So we are not saying anything untruthful, but if you're considering increasing your prices, then you can say, oh, hey, if you want to grab, this and this for this price, before, let's say in 5 days, I'm going to increase the price to this amount, then this is your chance. And people like that, because maybe someone is considering working with you, but they don't know you are going to increase your prices, then and then they feel, oh my gosh, I should have signed up earlier, and it's not a nice feeling for anyone, right? So always being transparent, of course. But you can, just to remove that block out of the way, you can say, let's say the first half an hour is free of charge. All you need to do is just sign up. And then the first session, which is X amount of dollars, it's free. And then if you don't like it, what's happening, then we can part or discuss other options. But if you like it, then we can start with this service. So there are so many beautiful and gentle ways to meet your clients where they are at. And once again, it comes to how you present everything. And for that, it's really important to ask them questions, because we can figure out a lot of things. We have own experience, friends, family, and previous clients. But it's always really good to actually ask them, oh, hey, what is your biggest issue right now? What if you had a magic wand and, you could just make this thing happen, your biggest aspiration, it just came true. What would be that thing? And then they will tell you, and it's such a great conversation opener and starter, and you gain a lot, because then you already have everything that they need. You just need to highlight it from the right angle, that they really click with it, that, oh, yeah, actually, this is really what I need and what I want. So just the main thing is just, which we are facing often as women, we are very creative and we are used to doing 1 million things a day and every week. So just choose one thing, and it doesn't matter how hard it is to choose it because you're hesitating, or maybe this one is better, or what if I choose this one? It really doesn't matter. You just have to stick with that one. That's the key. Okay, and my suggestion is to stick with one offer with 3 months, and if you break down this formula that I'm saying, that in 2 weeks you just focus on that one, but you just keep rinse and repeat that process, because even if the first one is not as successful as you want it to be, but the next one will be better for 2 reasons. People hear it more, so you are exposed more and more, and you gain more clarity and confidence in yourself, and you are familiar with the process, so you don't have to create everything from start. So what do you think of this one so far? Do you have, like, we can play with one of your ideas, if you want to tell me what it is approximately and how much you think, or you want to ask me how much I would sell it for, we can just do a little quick study on it.
For me, I think what I'm going to do is, or what I have been doing, creating ways of introducing a natural habitat online. For instance, like walks, sounds, music, or forest sounds, or other sounds. Doing things like that, and creating a healing atmosphere if I can, and also an atmosphere about the problems that the natural world has, and how I can bring that to people's attention. Get biology students, that would be wonderful, because then I could instill a feeling of creation for them, and appreciation that I don't think that many people have, and I know they don't get diversity at all. I know that these days they tend not to feel it as much, from what I saw, at least anyway. I would like to do that very much.
So how would you imagine this one? It's already created, pre-recorded and everything, and then people can buy it and do it in their own time, or do you want a workshop that comes with it, so you get together with a few people and then do this relaxing meditation type of thing together as a guided thing?
That would be the healing part for those who want more healing. For those who are more in the science, that would be personal interaction, I think. That would, because that needs to be done where they can see. Actual, things like a tidal pool, or vernal pond, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I think if you started with widening your audience with the offer of the sounds and healing, I think that would be an easier start for you, because it will be a little bit harder to find those biologists who need, there are plenty, but if you want to speed up things, so that could be the second step, right? So, and even it could be like an upsell from the first one, but and that's another thing to keep in mind. So when we focus on one offer, we always have to know what's the next step, because when the clients are happy and they completed one phase, then you have to already think in advance, okay, what do they need after? It's a natural thing. They gain value through your teaching and material, and they will need something else after, right? So you can take the first one, as a healing, meditative thing, and package it in a way that is appealing to them, just focusing on what is it in the first place that is stressing them out, what are they missing, and talk about that with empathy, that, hey, I got you, I've been there, I know what you mean, I know how it feels. I know it feels hard at the moment. But with this one, how would it feel if after, let's say, 10 minutes, this meditative silence and bringing nature into your mind and soul and body, what if you felt so relieved and in the flow that everything got easier in your life and you felt happier and relieved and more connected, right? So this is the packaging part. This is how you hook them in a good way. Once again, it's not a trickery. We are not mean. We know that it will help them. But we have to be able to express how it helps them and why. So for that one, and this one can be a low ticket offer because it's something that you create once and you create the marketing material for it once and it's always there. You just, keep promoting it, right? So you can sell that one for $50, but I would add maybe some workbooks or a coloring book or something that or a couple of journal prompts or something that adds value to them and they can keep using it as well. And then you can sell it, let's say $49, this 20 minutes meditation and the journal and coloring book or whatever else you want to create with it, just to make it a nice appealing. Okay, it's not just this, you also get this.
Good idea. Yeah. Also, I like the journaling idea because that immerses them in their minds. They become involved.
Yeah, definitely. And we know that whenever we write something down, when we study, we remember better than just hearing it. But when it comes to self-expression, it's like a healing aspect itself that we can write it out, that maybe it was stuck inside of us for so long, but we have this opportunity to, just write it out of ourselves. So I think that would be, and it's, when you think about, excuse me, let me grab some water. Sorry. Excuse me. So, where was I lost the chain of thoughts? So when you present something like with the journaling, so every material you create, you put your contact information at the back, or if it's a video, you talk about how to reach out to you or have a booking link, and also you put a little bio about yourself, but it's from the angle of why you created that freebie or that offer, even if it's paid, because that's all they care about. They don't want to know our full life story, right? Just whatever is relevant, what led you to create that material and why is it good for them. And yes, I know what I was going to say. So when you create a landing page, that can be quite simple. So you don't need to write a novel, just a couple of points highlighting the struggles and your solution. And then I would always give the option to book in a free 15 or 30-minute session with you, highlighting that it's not free coaching, but it's talking through any alignment, any issues, how you could serve them better.
And ask them questions at that time too, so you know what's going on.
Yes, exactly.
I wonder if this could be more specific for those wishing to recover or to work with or feel better about their post-traumatic stress?
I think it would be a really great idea because that's what we call super niched in the industry, and it gives you the advantage of not having anyone in the audience who is reading your post. Sorry, Adebisi, could you mute yourself? Just we have the echo of my voice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so you only attract the right people.
Yeah.
And then because it's your passion as well, you obviously are very drawn to help those people because you've gone through that thing yourself. And then not it's easier for you to speak from your heart to their heart because you exactly know what they are going through. So I think that's a brilliant idea on this one to niche down, because the topic itself, the science and the healing, bringing in nature, noises and everything, that can speak to anyone. But often with those offers, it's really hard to reach someone because, we are just puffing into the air, and who knows who's going to hear it. But if we just lighting a laser beam light on someone that, hey, it's you I'm talking to, and they say, oh my gosh, how do you know that I'm struggling with this and I need that? I'm seen, I'm heard, I understood. It makes them feel great. So that's, I think, a really great idea to speak to your niche in that one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yes, there's so many ways that you can be stuck or frozen or not able to react, and that happens with post-traumatic stress very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And so I understand that.
Yes, exactly. The whole thing inside and out because you lived it for a while. But the difference is that now you are 5, 10, or 100 steps ahead of others because you've come out on the other end. And I'm also talking about this quite often, that us women, we feel that, oh my gosh, we have to be perfect and the best and just, the most experienced to be able to teach others, which is so not true. And I think it actually can be a bad thing. If you're way too high, it seems very unreachable, unachievable for people. So they say, oh, okay, easy for her, she's so high up and, blah, blah, blah. So it's not for me. But when they know that you've been there and not even that long ago, and you're already made this much progress, you're already so healed and, in harmony, and you have your purpose, and physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually so much better, then they say, yes, that's what I want. So if she could do it, then I can too. Let's get the blueprint, the shortcut for it. So definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I can do that.
No problems. Okay. Awesome. Astrid, would you have any questions?
Well, actually, you're just basically confirming everything I'm already doing, which is really great because, like you mentioned, every time somebody sends me a connection request, I don't just accept them. I always message them first, saying, what draw you to connecting with me? Was there any particular post that you enjoyed? And that's how I start my conversation. So I actually talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, nice.
I'm very busy. Yeah, I'm very busy. Answering to DMs and such. But the thing is, it never goes anywhere. Like, yes, we have a conversation. Unless, like I said, it's another healer, and we are both we both resonate with each other, and we are both open to exchanging services. Then yes. But other than that, that with like just like people who are actually in need for spiritual guidance, I feel like there's always an excuse, right? So I know that maybe I still need to be more clear about what I offer or how they can benefit from my readings. But truthfully, I feel like I'm doing a really great job explaining it. All my posts are very specific. So yeah, I have like you mentioned, low price. I have mid price and I have high price. Like I have all kinds of rates available, right?
Yeah. So for you, I would say that first of all, in the DM, just not because you are mean, but for now, just focus on the ideal client avatar, right? And be active versus proactive. So you seek out people you imagine, working with, and you find them in groups, in other people's posts, as they are commenting, and if they come to your profile, when they view it or comment or react to it, all those things. So just focus on them for now, because unless you want to do a collaboration or a summit or something, you don't need that much, other people, other healers. So shift your focus, and also there's there are little tricks how to, because you are right, the conversation can go on without leading anywhere. So you have to lead the way, because you have to ask specific questions to find out what they are struggling with, and once they respond, then you say, oh hey, actually, so many of my clients, or in my experience, it is, we understand, how hard it is, but actually there is a very easy solution, or there is this and this step. Would you be interested in hearing more about it? And if they say yes, then you can either send them a material or invite them for a Zoom chat, and in the Zoom chat you can fill out the pre-qualification questions like you filled out with mine. And then it gives you a chance to prepare and see what you can offer to them and what they need, and then align the two, during the meeting. So it's kind of, you need to take charge with both, who you are interacting with on your profile, and how you lead those conversations. Because yes, at the beginning, of course, we are not jumping into sales or anything. We map out things, and we're humans, so we ask questions, but then we need to get to things, because it all comes back to the belief that that I know I can help them, and I know that their life will change for the better, after working with me. So you need to have that confidence versus feeling shy. Oh, am I bothering them? Would they buy? Do they think it's expensive? All that has to be ignored. It's kind of like being part of a bigger picture. I often say what my mentor taught me. This analogy is really good. If you have the aspirin in your purse at the party and somebody is suffering a headache next to you, you are not going to just hide it, right? You are going to give it to them to help. It's the same. Yeah. And some things have to be paid for, so let's not be shy about beautiful offers and services. Of course, it's always their choice if they buy it, because they are ready and we had the right conversation. That's amazing. We can work together. But if they are not ready, or at least not right now, then we both move on. Maybe circle back to it a bit later. It's it's something that it just has so many scenarios, and it's really important to trust yourself during the process as well, to read correctly what they are saying and know how to respond to it, to be helpful and show them that yes, I'm an expert and I can easily help you. It's up to you if you want to work with me or not. Okay?
Yeah, and I agree. I'm definitely not shy about my services anymore. I used to be. Whatever you just told me, it used to be true of me. Not anymore. I truly work through it. See, the thing is, I always work on myself first.
Yeah.
Like, I need to be in a good position before I can help anybody else. So I feel stable enough where I know I can help others. So when I exchange, like messaging with people, they always respond with, "Oh, I just really love your post, and I'm interested in spirituality." Like, that's an opening, like that's an opening for me, right?
Yeah.
And then I would always say, like, when did you find spirituality to be your guiding force? Like, I would actually ask questions to start up a conversation. And like I said, we just keep conversating, and I do tell them my offer at one point in our conversation. But like I said, it just never goes anywhere. They either they have all kinds of reasoning why they are not ready at this time, right? So, and I truly love these one-on-one connections, right? Like, I would love to do what you do, like right now. I do like a group setup, but I don't like it. Like, I thrive in one-on-one connections, and that's who I am. And maybe in the future I'll be able to do what you do right now, but it's just who I am at the moment. So I find it a little bit more challenging, because if I would be able to put something together, for a group like what you're doing right now, it would maybe be a little bit easier, right? Because you give them a content, and it's so much easier to reach to more people all at once rather than one-on-one. But like I said, it's just not who I am at this point in my life. But I can absolutely be there for that person and focus on them 100% when I'm one-on-one with them, right? And that's where I find, like, that's where my gift is.
Yeah.
So I'm just still struggling with this. Like, I don't struggle with myself any longer with any sort of like false belief system or anything. I do consider myself an expert. I wear that title proudly. I truly break through this because I used to have so many limiting beliefs about myself. I used to be shy, like I mentioned before. But yeah, this is just this just struggling with actually closing the deal with people.
Yeah, I know, and that's the hardest part. And I'm sure, what we're about to say is about, I'm starting the membership. We could go through it in, the weekly Q&A sessions. I'm pretty sure that we could pinpoint, where it is in the conversation that you need to tweak something to lead at least to a sales call, and then what to do in the sales call to actually, once again, we are not working with anyone who is not ready, or we don't feel aligned with, or we don't feel we can help them. But it's very rarely the case, because it's not an accident that they end up with us. So in most cases there will be an alignment, and they are seeking a solution, if they are on a call with you or having a conversation. But there are little tricks, during that sales call as well, how to discover and keep them on board, with something that they can't say no to. So yeah, on that note, you guys already know that I'm starting this membership very soon, the Business Growth Accelerator, and I have a special offer, and I will send out the link with the code, because it's already like a steal, $250 a month, where we go through all the mindset, confidence, self-development, self-discovery part, as much as the technical bits, the organic marketing, the sales without selling, and later on in your business, when you have team, how to recruit them, how to communicate them, and even some, company structure things and legal things as well. So it's an amazing, lots of material in a portal and weekly sessions with everyone. But everyone who is here today, I offer a great discount of, so just let me have a look at my notes. So I'm offering it instead of the $250 per month, we take off $150, so it's just $100 a month. Or if someone pays the $2.5K for the full year, the 12 months membership in one, we take off $1,500 from it, so it's just $1,000, and it will go on until Monday. It will be included in an email later on today. Probably you guys will get it tomorrow, because it will be night for you. But I'm just really excited to build up this community, because to reassure you all and whoever is watching the replay as well, that you are not alone with these struggles. And this is how I felt 3 years ago. First of all, I wasn't clear on my offer. I wasn't clear on my niche. And I certainly did not want to show anything personal about myself. I didn't want to show myself at all, in videos or photos or lives like this. And I was very shy to offer even my freebies, which were everyone who said and had a look, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, this is so great. It just, gave me so much to work on and, achieve with and things. But, these are common issues that we overcome because we sign up to be an entrepreneur and we good at what we are doing. But we have to do so much more. Like, marketing and sales are being the hardest, right? We have to build up our brands and create landing pages and email sequences and so many things we are not prepared to do. And I walk everybody through, these processes, and I give this extra attention to everyone with their specific issues and problems. So it's like a hot seat coaching, each week, and you can bring your problem and we talk through that. So all that information will be coming out later on today with replay. But I just hope that you guys find some value in this one that you can start actioning. So, like I said at the beginning, money loves speed, and that's the key. Don't let yourself procrastinate and hesitate and second guess yourself, and that's come up. Just start doing it. Who cares if it's not the final thing? Who cares if it's not the final version of that offer? Just put out something, because nothing will happen until you hold it back. Okay? Awesome. So Sunny, you have something to go on with this low offer, and Astrid, you can just pick one of the offers that you start promoting and focus on that one, and just being selective or proactive rather, with your connections and your DM conversations. Okay? And I hope
definitely being extremely selective. I haven't just connected anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I just came up with this new option, like choose your payment option. So I literally allow the first 10 people to pay whatever they want, right? Like,
Yeah.
I cannot go lower than this. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm truly doing my best.
Yeah, and you just promote that aspect as well. Hey, this is once in a lifetime opportunity you don't want to miss, because it's like donation, whatever. You're able to contribute, and it will never come back. Just make it clear that it's not like something that will go on forever. Put a time frame on it, or that volume that the first 10 people, and or you can make it segmented. The first 5 people get this offer, and then the next 3 a little bit less. So I don't know, you say it's minimum $100, and then the last two people, still something amazing. But, you know, you can make it a tire as well in your promotion. Up to you. It has, you know, the back end to consider what you need to change in your links, whether it's too much work, whether it's worth it or not. But yeah, there is definitely potential in that, you know, grab this opportunity because it's only for the, you know, X amount of people, and doors close at this date, you know, so.
Yeah, I really like that, you know, because I think, let's say a minimum of like $50, right? And I'm in Canada, so I charge in Canadian dollars on top of that, right? Which is even way less than $dollars.
Yeah.
So I like the idea because it also gives you that self-respect. Like, okay, I'm giving this to you for whatever you can pay, but there is a minimum of like $50, for example, because it does have to, like, it has to worth my time too. Like, because the readings I do take so much of my time, right?
Yeah.
Plus,
And,
like, I do the reading before I meet you, and then I still have to meet you and do the presentation. So there is a lot of work that goes into it. So
exactly.
yeah, I think that's amazing what you said. Put like a minimum of like $50, and then, you know.
Yeah, and the price goes up. You know, next week it will be 70, and next week it will be I don't know, 90 or whatsoever. But you always say, but you know, this is what you are paying, but the value you are getting is, I'm just saying, like $5,000, or you know.
Okay.
So always add that, because they have to know. You know it, they don't. So you have to tell them.
Oh,
you know, normally this costs this much, but you get it for this. You know.
Okay.
They have to know. They have to know. Also,
yeah,
so these are the
sense.
things we are going to do in the membership, and I'm super excited because I know these little things can make such a big difference in your success and how you feel about yourself as well. So
very true.
awesome. All right, we went way over the planned half an hour, but that's okay. I'm very respectful with everyone's time, so thank you so much for coming today. And you know, in the following weeks, we'll try to keep to the same time, same day, unless something happens in my life, like an unexpected vet visit and stuff. But yeah, so I'd love to see you as many times. And usually, you know, the previous session was more like just teaching and giving good tips, but because you guys came to the live, you know, I gave you the extra free coaching as well, and I'm happy that I could help out, and I would love to hear the feedback, how you are getting on with these things and you're actioning them, and start today. Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Good wishes, and
thank you. She's
okay, good.
Let me see what's in the chat before I close. All the best and speedy recovery to my doggy. Thank you for this valuable session. Let me take a screenshot of that. Thank you so much, and you are also very welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. You guys have a good evening, and keep me updated. Send me a quick message about the planning book, you know, for the next quarter if you don't have it, and I will send it out.
I was looking at emails, and it was said that there would be a link to it after the registration, and I didn't see the link, so that's why I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just, you know, put your hand up. It's easy enough to send it. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. Have a good rest of the week. Bye-bye.